Dude, I've seen rice stuffed in a turkey, in a chicken. I've never seen a pig stuffed with rice like this.
Yeah.
I bet that other pig would eat this pig. Oh, have some pig here. Cuba, the trip begins officially right now, this moment.
Cuba, an island of about 11 million. It's only a 1-hour plane ride from the US. Yet, for decades, because of tensions between the two countries, Americans traveling to Cuba was nearly unheard of. Only in the past few years has travel to Cuba become a possibility.
I would like to take a moment to thank all of you here. It is my first day in Cuba. It looks cool. It's a place I've heard so much about since I was a kid, but didn't really know anything about until today. And so just want to say, gracias.
Okay, now in Spanish.
These days, tourists from the mainland have begun to trickle in larger numbers. But filming in Cuba is still its own unique challenge.
Oh, my heart. Oh my God, I'm actually gonna cry.
So about a year ago, we tried going to Cuba the first time. 2 days before we were supposed to take off, we got news that the whole trip was canceled. Now, Cuba, round 2.
Instead of a tourist visa, my team is headed to Cuba on a journalist visa, working with a local production company who worked with the Cuban government, ensuring we have approval for our video topics, locations, itinerary, and schedule. Shooting like this in Cuba is only a recent possibility.
Do you know this, that for Americans traveling here, we're not allowed to support any government-owned place. If it's a government hotel, government restaurant, can't go there. Government soda?
This series is a delicate balancing act with the end goal of showing you the Cuba you have never seen before.
Today, we're on the search for street food in Havana.
Right now we're heading to Viñales.
Today, we're in Ciénaga de Zapata.
Right here from Baracoa.
Me and my longtime friend Oro are on a mission to document the most unique Cuban food,
That's an avocado.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
life, and culture.
Now you need to be silent and very careful because this is a dangerous process.
Traveling all the way from Cuba's west coast, driving over 20 hours to its east coast. Starting in the countryside city of Viñales.
Oh, dude, look at this. It's like a pool of oil.
Exploring the country's capital of Havana.
Coast on my left, buildings on my right. I'm in the back of a convertible.
Then heading eastward, going off map to hunt down the most dangerous meal you'll find in Cuba.
Ah! No, come on, no more acting, just catch it.
What do you mean acting? Look.
Oh, I feel your nipple.
Finally, we complete our journey with a fiesta on the country's east coast in the city of Baracoa.
The move imitates kind of what they do in the field.
Is one of them like this?
Joining me on this mission, Cuban native Oro Padron. Oro was born in Cuba and lived there well into his 20s. Years later, he moved to Korea. That's where we met.
So, what's this story?
Eventually, he moved to Miami and I took off to Vietnam.
All right, I'm gonna go into my character now. Are you ready?
Last year, Oro and I joined forces in Miami, where he introduced me to my first taste of Cuban food.
I can't tell, is this healthy or not?
Healthy or not, it's really hard not to fall in love with it.
Now, with your support and with a lot of preparation, the best ever food review show is making YouTube history with the food journey of a lifetime. A journey that starts in 24 hours.
I think Sonny is not ready for this trip. Let's figure it out.